All right, everybody. I actually just had this conversation with this homeowner. He's a repeat customer. I've already done a one job for him, two doors for him already. Called me back for a third door, and I got some other little work to do for him. But it brings me to my point that on his other door, the next door neighbor came over and they have the same type of security door that this is. This is a Larson Secure Elegance. Yes, bought through me. But he made a comment that the homeowner made a comment that their handle has to go up to open instead of going up to engage the locks and go down to open. This is why. Because on any left-hand outswing door like this, all right, the factory Larson will send a door with the bar like that, okay, with the handle, with the catches on the bottom. How do you fix this? You take it and you flip it, you take it out. Only take out the Phillips. Don't take out the star bits. The star bits actually holds the lock mechanism in place. So don't take out the star bits. No bueno. All right, so you're gonna flip this up. You're gonna flip this over. There's one little screw right here in the middle, right there. Okay, you take that screw out. Like I said, it is a Phillips. So take it out, and you're just gonna flip the keeper over, okay? And you screw it back in. All right. So now you flipped it off. So instead of the keeper being at the bottom, it's now at the top. Okay. So now the lock's going to be at the bottom. So when you shut this door, you go up with the handle first, and that engages these locks in the top and the bottom. And then you flip the deadbolt, and when that deadbolt does, it locks this mechanism in the back. You see this whole bar mechanism right here? I might be able to pull it. That right there. So as you go up with the handle, you're pushing that gauge up and you're pushing it down on the bottom, and that's what actually engages those locks. It doesn't lock it, but it engages those locks. And then when you turn that deadbolt, then it actually locks it in place. Okay? So you put it back in. Okay? Sometimes you can get away with going all the way up and you can screw it in. Okay? Sometimes the holes line up, sometimes they don't. Most of the time they don't. I get kind of excited when they do. But when you do raise this up, be cognitive of, let's see if I can do this. Be cognitive of the actual hole right here, the one on top, because you have a bar that's going to go through that. And that bar, when it goes through, that's what allows it up. So if you go up too high or too low, that handle doesn't want to sit right when you go to set that handle in. So make sure it's center of that upper hole. As long as that's center of that upper hole, you're not going to have a problem later on when you do this door handle. Okay? Most of the time, you're going to be okay if you go all the way up. But like I said, sometimes not. So in this case, you can go all the way up and take care of it. If you have to, you go all the way up and it doesn't do it all the way. Take a chisel and a hammer and you chisel this little groove out. You see the little cutoff right here? You chisel that piece up, and that allows you to go up more. It's a factory issue that they didn't do it right. Every once in a while, I'll get them. Not a whole lot, but that's where you fix it. All right. So when you tighten this up, make sure you don't tighten it up too much. Like I said, if you remember, they had that little piece in the middle. So if you have that little piece in the middle on the back side, if you go too tight, you're pinning it against this back wall here and not allowing clearance for that to go through. So, but pre-drill all your holes. Pre-drill all your holes, and like I said, when you screw these in, just make sure you don't go too tight. Obviously, check it before you move. Keep on moving on. All right, and this is very important to do this first before you put that other bar in. Before you put the actual strike bar in, very, very important. If you don't, or you don't know what you're doing, then you can mess that bar up. Okay. I missed a screw. I missed one somewhere. There it is. Okay. And the reason I'm saying this is because of this right here. Larson puts two two keepers on. There's a punch out right here. I don't know how well you can see it in the video. There's a punch out right there and a punch out right there. It's always going to be the top one. If it's not the top one, then you nip up the handle. That simple. So, but usually, like I said, that's usually where you're gonna mess up at. And like I said, it goes right in there like that. Okay. So you pop out this top one. Pop out the top middle one. And that one there. Okay. So you go all the way up with it. Mark it on your brick mold. Mark it on the bottom. Okay. And that is how you flip a Larson door handle. All right. So, and then to prep the install, I'll show you this. The install of the handle, because so now you actually have to do the handle. I always do the handle now. It doesn't. I don't even know what the actual instructions say to do in the order. I do so many of these on a regular basis. I kind of built my own little system of doing it, and this has never failed me. So I do this, like I said, this is the way I do it. If you have other ways and better ways that works for you, then man, rock on with it. But this is, like I said, this is what works for me. And I've been doing just doors for over 5 years, and been selling them for a little while as well, so it works out pretty well. Take your deadbolt, slide it through. Okay, you can get it through. Slide it through. The gold Phillips. Scroll, put it through. I don't tighten it down all the way. Don't do it yet. Watch this, because you'll understand why in a second. Take the outside. The curved part of the handle, for the love of God, goes down. Okay, just like a motorcycle fender, right? Some of my biker buddies out there, they'll appreciate that. They'll understand what I'm talking about. Okay, black washer goes on. Okay, and then you put the cover on. Okay, black washer. All right, then you have the white washer. It's a flat washer. You take a D washer. Okay, crew chief guys, you know what this is. It is literally, I don't know how much you can actually see. See, it actually looks like a D. And yes, I did cut my hand earlier. So, of course I did, right? Alright, once you get that D washer in there, what that does, it keeps this bar. Remember the bar I was telling you about before? Alright, that bar keeps that right there. Okay? They give you this little chinchy Allen key. They will break, so don't over torque it, because they will break. Alright, so then you come through. Alright. Now, this gets back to that point where I told you make sure that hole's lined up. Because right here, if it ain't, you're gonna find out real quick right here. Alright, give it a little tap. Nope. Nope. And yes, I just did do this. Sorry, put the plate on. Sorry, jumped ahead of myself. Couldn't find the hole. Alright, same thing on this. I just kind of snug it down. I don't tighten it all the way down. I just kind of snug it. Back to the left tab. And wrench this down. Okay. So, Here's the importance of that D-ring. That D-washer. If you don't put that D-washer in there, okay, and for some reason this inside Allen key gives way, or Allen screw gives way and it strips out, okay, and it has happened, they can pull this handle completely off. It pulls straight on out. With that D-ring, it keeps it from doing that, okay? So it's a safety aspect of the door. If you don't do it, it's wrong, okay? All right. So, the correct operation of the Larson security door. You go up with the handle and lock the door, okay? You see these locks in the top and at the bottom. All right, so it works great, works smooth. Now I come through and give everything a tight down. The reason I don't tighten it down first is that on this deadbolt, if you don't get that deadbolt level, okay, and you go up with that handle and you go to turn it, it won't lock because it's not level. So that's why I kind of leave it loose. That way when I turn that handle and lock it in place, it actually positions itself, and then I tighten it all down. So once you tighten everything down, check it again. And it works great. All right, so check this out. So now when you shut it, all right, remember the marks we made on the bar? Now you mark this. Okay. So now, so like I said, you mark these two here, these holes here, right there. You mark those on the side, and then you mark the actual hook itself on the side. I know, it's probably not the best video, it's hard doing this. And that's how it's gonna go. So now when you shut this door, see, that's those marks right there, that's where that lock's actually gonna go. Other than that, that's pretty much the nuts and bolts of the Secure Elegance. If you have any questions, please like, share, comment. I'll do my best to answer them and get back to you. Other than that, you guys be good. Please like us on YouTube, Facebook, and all that good jazz. Other than that, y'all have a great day. Thanks.